Oh, right. Nara! We had a field trip to Nara on Saturday. For my art history class. And I probably spent too much money in Nara. Or on the trip as a whole. Let's see. I bought a one-day train ticket, which probably saved me some money, but it still cost 2,000 yen. But just, I mean, the number of trains that we took back and forth to get to where we were going. Yeah, probably saved some money. Still, 2,000 yen for that. Went into 3 temples, each of which cost... Let's see, the first one I think actually cost like 800 yen to get into. That was Yakushiji, which isn't actually in Nara City. It's in Nara Prefecture, but it's a little outside of the city. I can't get this. Went to a second temple whose name I don't recall. I might have it written down here somewhere. No, I don't. It's not actually... Oh, no, here it is. Kofukuji. The Kofukuji Kokuhokan, the treasure hall, where they keep a lot of, you know, these statues and pieces of art and items that are considered like national treasures. And then we went to Todaiji. I don't quite remember which kanji to is. I think it's probably east. The daiji just means big temple, and it is a big temple because it's built to house Daibutsu, which means big Buddha, and that is a big freaking statue. It's a statue of Buddha about, I think, which Buddha is it? Is that Kannon? I think it's Kannon. Most of them are. Kannon is very popular. It's about 2 stories tall. I'm going to put photos on Facebook, but they really don't capture. Like, I saw a bunch of photos before I went there, and was nothing compared to actually being there and looking up at the thing and like, wow. But like, I'm gonna put the photos on Facebook, and you'll see that it's like you got the big Buddha, and then like sitting around him are like, I think 7 smaller Buddhas, each on their own little, you know, lotus pedestal thing. And I'm going to tell you, if you're looking at those pictures, that each of those little miniature Buddhas is at least as big as I am, if not larger. So, big. Excuse me. In addition to paying to get into all these temples, I bought souvenirs. I bought this headband, and these kanji say, guts. What is the Japanese? I didn't actually look up I didn't look up the kanji yet. They had it on the sign there. It's like, here are headbands. Here's the kanji that are on them, and here's what those mean. And I'm like, oh, what kanji do they have? I'm like, they have a headband that says guts. I'm getting that one. I got this necklace in Todaiji. Probably can't see it very well. I'm gonna take it off and hold it up to the camera. Come on. There we go. Ah, too shaky. There we go. It's a skull with little blue crystal eyes and a hinged jaw. Not the sort of thing I expected to be able to buy inside a Buddhist temple. This wasn't even like at the shops outside, because there were a bunch of those, and that's where I bought this. This was at a souvenir shop as you're leaving the temple. Here's stuff you can buy. Skull necklace. Okay. Let's see. I also bought this at... This was at Kofukuji, I think. It's a cell phone ornament. And this I'm not even going to try to hold up to the camera because I don't think it's... Well, okay, I'll give it a shot, but I don't think I'll be able to make it out. But it's a little, like, clear plastic cube with a golden dragon coiled around it. And then, like, inside there is etched or engraved, or whatever you want to call it, a dragon, just like inside them. I think that's actually glass, not plastic. Or it might be crystal, but I don't think it would be any kind of crystal, because I only cost like 300 yen. And this was 300 yen, and the necklace was like 300 yen. None of it was very expensive, just kind of added up. I also bought a little souvenir for my host family, which was a little like that dragon thing in concept, but it was somewhat larger. It was kind of a little, yay big, little glass cube with a image of Daibutsu in it that I thought, they might want to put somewhere, and that would be nice. So, Nara was kind of expensive. Oh yeah, and lunch. We stopped for lunch, and rather, what we did was, like, we stopped and we split up and everyone could go where they wanted for lunch. And I ended up going with this one guy to this random restaurant and had this great thing I'd never heard of before. I think it was called Doria. And it's just like kind of rice in a cream sauce with a sort of like mostly solid cheese on top. I guess the cheese is a little melted. And then we both ordered the curry doria, so they had, curry sauce on top of that. And it was delicious. And I also bought an iced coffee, which was expensive and not that good. The coffee was not strong enough to be iced. It's like you're not supposed to ice coffee that's that weak. I don't know. I think you're supposed to drink coffee that week, but that's just my opinion. And then when it came time to pay, they put us both on the same check. And so when we were going up there, I'm like, at the moment, I only have on me a 5,000 yen bill, which I kind of need to break anyway. It's like, why don't I pay now and you can pay me back at whatever time is convenient for you? And whatever time was convenient for him was not that day. He had the money, but, I didn't want to bug him about it. So, that guy owes me money. That's not something that happens to me that often, people owing me money. But he owes me 830 yen for his Doria. So, a little pricey. Pricey field trip. And last weekend was so expensive, because it was the school festival and the Halloween party, and I spent like 5,000 yen on my costume. And part of it I didn't even use because it didn't fit me and it tore before I could put it on. That was kind of depressing. But my costume was awesome. Very popular. But then there was also the fee to get into the club, which was, the bar was, like about 3,000 yen to get into the bar for the party. After which, drinks were free. And then once we'd left, I had a few coffees, and we went to an izakaya where everyone kind of just splits the bill. So I got lumped with about 1,000 yen, even though I'd eaten I ate like 2 shish kebab things, and I ended up paying about 1,000 yen for that. It's like if I'd known more, I would have. If I'd known that was how it was going, I would have bought more and eaten more, and maybe paid a little more, but eaten quite a bit more. And of course, train fare there and home. And the school festival, which I went to on Saturday and Monday. It's awesome and it's great. And all these people come up to you and want you to buy their stuff. And sometimes I got tucked into it because, hey, I got hungry and some of the stuff was really good. So, that was expensive.